Aloha and namaste. I'm Ash and welcome to my home in Hawaii. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my sacred morning practice. It's not a set in stone practice. Every day I just try to make it to my mat, do some breathing, some movement, some singing, some energy clearing. I usually pull a card, light some incense and get my oils out, and I just try to start every morning in the highest frequency possible. And I want to share what I do with you in hopes that it will elevate you as well and open your heart and put you in the best mood ever for you to start your day. So what I usually do is I just get out all my favorite things and I try to keep them in one location, or even if I can, keep them just laid out so that in the mornings it's just really easy for me to pop onto my mat and have all of my favorite things available, because getting here is pretty much the hardest part, because once you're on your mat you'll just start moving, so it's making it to the mat that's usually the most challenging thing. And I have this really cute unicorn deck. I'll be pulling a card for us, an inspirational self-help deck, and I have my crystal bowl here. And this is just for sound healing. This is actually a root chakra bowl. So I've been working on healing my root chakra. So this bowl has been very instrumental in that. And I have my kundalini book. So we'll be doing some kriyas, energy clearing movements from this book. This is Yogi Bhajan's guidelines to daily practice. So let's go ahead and get started. You can join me by just coming onto your mat and closing your eyes, sitting up tall, and connect to your breath. We'll start with 3 deep cleansing breaths. You can do palms down or palms up on the knees. Lengthen the spine up from the crown of the head. And just inhale through the nose, fill the belly, the ribs, and the chest, and hold the breath in at the top. Big H-A-ha, sigh it out. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Can even shrug the shoulders up at the top. And exhale, relax and release. I'm gonna add the arms this time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, big sigh out, arms come down. Then bring your hands to your heart center, either on your heart or at namaste hands. And just take a moment to recognize and honor that you made it to your mat today to enjoy a sacred morning. Give thanks for your life, give thanks for this day, give thanks for the sun, the air, the moon, the trees, the animals, the water, all the elements, all the many blessings in your life, the people that you love, all of the bright, beautiful opportunities that await you today. Thank you for this day. Thank you for the gift of being alive. Thank you. Going to sound off our practice, a couple little taps on the crystal bowl, so you can just let that frequency be absorbed into your body. You can keep your eyes closed and just listen. Go ahead and pull a card to inspire our intention for our practice. And I usually just run my hands over and wait for kind of an electric charge of, that's the one, this one. Confidence. In this moment, I step back and look at myself with pride, with the pride of a good mother. I see an abundance of abilities and talents that show up all the time in big and little ways. If I could stick myself on a refrigerator, I would. I would invite all the neighbors over and say, look at that. Can you believe what an A+ that is? So the theme for today is confidence. And it has a little picture of a refrigerator with artwork on it and little heart magnets, that it's okay for us to love ourselves and to be proud of as far that we've come and all of the good works we've done in our life and all of our efforts and our good heart. So I'll just leave that there. I usually just do a gentle practice in the morning because my body's not usually warmed up. I usually come into my mat super groggy and kind of out of it. So it's really nice to just start things slowly. So with crossed legs, let's just do some side stretches and neck rolls here. Bring your hands onto your knees and drop your right ear down to your right shoulder. As you exhale, draw your chin into your chest. Inhale to roll left ear, left shoulder, all the way back and around. Just move with the breath here. Exhale to round. Inhale to lift. 3 rounds and then we'll switch sides. Shoulder, exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder, and all the way around. 2. And 3. Shoulder shrug. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, shoulders down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down, and then let's just pick up the pace. These are the start of Kriyas, where we're just doing repetitive movement to clear out energy, which is so nice. And exhale, release. I'll take the hands up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbows come down, pull. Elbows to ribs. Inhale up. It's a big pushing out of the air. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. And so as we do this, you can incorporate Kapalabhati breathing, where every time you exhale, you snap the belly button back into the back body. So it's snap the belly back. It's a forceful exhale. You might need to have some tissues nearby, which I forgot. Kapalabhati breathing clears the sinuses. It really just energizes you and creates heat for the practice. Like I said, I'm usually not warmed up in the morning, so Kapalabhati breathing really helps to warm the body up and energize. And let's do that with the arms. So it's an inhale up, exhale, snap the belly back, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale, and we'll go fast. And you just let the elbows bounce. Ten, 5, 2, 1, and let it go. Inhale and exhale out through the mouth. Let's just do spinal and sacral rolls here. Inhale forward with the heart. Exhale, round back. Inhale forward, exhale, roll back. And you can go as fast or as slow as you like. Because the theme is confidence, you can focus on smiling as you go through the practice. Focus on the energy radiating from the heart, switch sides. Return to center. Let's take a side stretch. Right hand down, left hand up overhead, root down through your left sit bones. Big inhale to reach. Feel a stretch across your left side body. And as you exhale, you can curl your right fingertips away, maybe even drop down to your elbow. Anchor in through the left sit bone as you roll and rotate the heart up to the sky. Long, slow breathing. And inhale back to center. Exhale, switch sides. Left hip down, right arm up. Root down through your right sit bones. It's an anchor. And once you get that anchor, turn your heart up to the sky. And inhale right back up through center. Nice. Go ahead and come onto all fours. Actually, I'm going to turn away from the sun so I get some shade. Let's just take 3 cat-cows. Inhale, belly drops, chest lifts, tailbone lifts. Press the floor away from you as you exhale and round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, drop your belly down, chest up, look up. Exhale, push and round. Hips to navel, chin to chest. And just 2 more at your own pace. And again, I'm not going to be doing a vinyasa flow. So this is just about as much a flow we're gonna get, because I like to keep my practice really gentle, really hatha. Stagnant, long holds. Crawl up to the top of the mat. And sit back onto your heels or in between your heels. So your 2 options for hero's pose is, if your knees feel like they're really good, you can bring your knees together and your heels outside of your buttocks, sit between your heels. But if you have very sensitive knees, you want to do the opposite. Big toes touch, knees go wide, and you sit back on the heels. So you decide, try both, figure out which one is more comfortable for your knees. Sometimes I like to start with this modified version with my knees wide and my toes together, and then as I warm up, maybe come back to the more advanced variation later in the practice. So from here, you can just walk the hands back. This is what we call sun worshiper pose, where you're just leaning back like you're on a white sandy beach. We're close enough here in Hawaii. And just let the heart be open. Maybe the head goes back. And you're just soaking up the light of the sun. And if you feel good, you can come down to your elbows, maybe grab onto your heels, drop down another level. And you don't have to go farther than you feel the point of sensation. So it's not about how far you go, it's just about feeling the stretch. You can take it to another level by lifting the hips up, driving the sit bones towards the heels, and then lowering back down to take the arch out of the low back. And then maybe if you feel good, you can lower all the way down, bring the hands up overhead. Heart is lifted, and we're just gonna breathe here. We'll do a little kriya, come back up to your hands wherever you are. We'll add in a breath of fire here, and we'll do a little belly pumping after. So you're just on the hands, you can also be on the elbows, and we're just doing breath of fire like we did in the beginning, moving that energy around. Inhale and forceful exhale, snap the belly button back. If you ever need to take a break, you just come forward, untuck the toes, stretch it out, and then just return right back into it. Be here for 30 more seconds. And release. If you're on your elbows, return to your hands. So you're gonna do pretty much the same movement of the belly, but this time you're going to hold in the inhale. So it's an inhale, hold, And then snap the belly back, just holding the breath in. So you're not exhaling at all, but you're trying to do a kind of a wave with the belly. Snap the belly in and back. So we'll try that. Inhale. And snap the belly 16 times. And exhale. So I let a little air out on that one. I'm going to try it again. Hold the air in without letting the air out. Inhale. Pull the belly in 16 times. Exhale. Lay all the way back and just let it be. Feel the effects of all that breathing. And if you can't lay all the way back, just stay in sun worshiper on your hands or on your elbows. And return to center. Use your hands, your elbows to push yourself back up. Come on to all fours. Let's take a down dog just to flesh out the legs. Bend the knees one at a time. Feel the blood rush back into the knees, the shins, the ankles, and the feet. Let's just hold down dog here. So after you've taken a few rounds, you can just stay in your down dog. We'll stay here for about a minute. Hips up to the sky. You can keep a soft bend in the knees. Work on driving the sit bones skyward. Press your heels back and down. Soft bend in the elbows. Keep the shoulder blades wide, head heavy. Navel in the back body. And just breathe into that stillness. Continue to find more length and space in your spine. Equal weight in the hands and in the feet. And then when you've had enough, drop your knees to the earth. Bring your big toes to touch, knees wide, child's pose. Send your hips back to your heels, your forehead to the earth. Just breathe here. As you breathe, feel your back body expand with each inhale. Ribs widen, and you exhale, the belly softens closer to the earth. Option to roll out the forehead here, just right and left, roll. Tension out of the forehead, give yourself a massage. And return to all fours. Cross your ankles, roll back onto your sit bones, and we'll do fire log here. So I'm going to turn forward just so you can see the position of the legs, and then I'll turn back around. And it feels so good. I feel so good already. So this fire log pose, you can either do this or we'll have another option for full pigeon, but really you're trying to create kind of a triangle shape with your legs and a square at the top of the mat. So get the ankle right in line with the knee, so the shin bone is directly straight with the top of your mat. And let's do left leg down to start. So go ahead and get in that position and flex your left foot for stability to protect the knee joint. And take your right ankle, I just grab right onto it and place it over your left kneecap. And then weight goes into the right hip as you redistribute equal weight down. So you might notice this is a lot. And if this is a lot for you, you can take easy sitting pose, which is just right leg in front of left instead. So you're just cross-legged. And as you lean forward, you'll feel the stretch in your right hip, your right glute. Otherwise, you're trying to get this perfect stack of shin over shin. Feet are flexed. The more advanced it gets, the more intense it gets. And the way to get more advanced is to keep taking the ankle across the knee. So right now I've got it to the inside of the knee, so this is pretty good for me. But if you want to get more intense, more advanced, you just take that top leg all the way outside of the knee, and you'll start to feel it even more. This bottom leg will want to crawl in, but you want to keep crawling it back out, and that's how you feel the intensity of the pose. Again, if this is too much, just take easy sitting pose, or you can take full pigeon with your right leg in front and your left leg back behind you, and square off the hips and take pigeon pose just like so. But I love fire log. It really gets into the glute for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and do fire log. Create that perfect stack, and you can either just sit and put weight onto the right knee, or you can crawl it forward. So while we're here, I'm gonna get a mantra here out of this Kundalini book, Guidelines for Practice. And the mantra is Ong, 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 So Hung, So Hung, So Hung, So Hung. So Ong, 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 So hung, so hung, so hung, so hung. This is the mantra we'll be repeating to really hone ourselves into that flow state. Mantra is one of the most powerful ways, because this language of Sanskrit is a sacred language that isn't really used for communicating. It's used for expressing divinity. It's used to express the language of creation. So every word in the Sanskrit language is a declaration of the awesomeness of divinity. So when we use Sanskrit, we're connecting with the most pure sounds, the original sound forms that are as close and as one with nature. So the chant is Ong, 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 So Hung, So Hung, So Hung, So Hung. So we stay in this pose for a few minutes and we just chant Ong, 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 So Hung, So Hung, So Hung, Ong, 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 So Hung, So Hung, So Hung. And you can either do this in your head or you can say it out loud. It's 3 ongs, 4 sohungs. Ong, 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 sohung, 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 sohung. 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 You can go ahead and keep repeating that at your own pace. Ong, 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 sohung, 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 sohung. 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 Take your last few breaths here and we'll switch sides. Inhale to rise, exhale, switch legs, maybe shake it out or take a down dog. Sometimes just doing these mantras or these kriyas, this breath work, the poses, can induce states of euphoria or release stuck emotion. You could feel like you want to cry or laugh, or all kinds of things come up. So just let yourself feel whatever's feeling. We'll just switch legs here. Left leg on top or left leg forward for pigeon. Come right into it, and every exhale, relax a little bit more. And the mantra again, ong, 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 sohang, 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 sohang. Sohang, 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 sohang. Ong, ong, ong. 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 Sohang, 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 sohang. Sohang, 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 sohang. Take your last few breaths. And inhale, come up. Shake it out. And sometimes I have my music on and good songs come on, then I just end up singing those. Satanam, Satanam, Satanam Ji. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru Ji. Satanam, Satanam, Satanam Ji. Waheguru, Waheguru, Waheguru Ji. Satanam, Satanam. Okay, so let's take Baddha Konasana. It's so funny for me to be sharing while I'm in my actual practice because I'm feeling high and elevated and like I'm going into my light rainbow body, so it's funny to feel the effects and keep trying to communicate here. So go ahead and bring your feet together in Baddha Konasana. Grab onto your toes, let your knees go wide, butterfly. Inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, forward fold. Bring your nose to your toes. Inhale, come up. Take the legs wide now. Wide-legged forward fold. Take a big V shape. Flex your toes back toward your face. Sit up nice and tall, even on the sit bones. Lift your heart up, remembering that confidence. Being proud of your artwork on the refrigerator when you're in kindergarten. And exhale, crawl forward. Try to keep the heart lifted as you extend the heart forward and down. You can go as far as you'd like, or stay as high as you'd like. I like to work into feeling a stretch even into my back, so if I get into just the right position, I can start to feel it, the stretch go up my legs, up my buttocks, and into my low back, which is so good. And this mantra that's playing now is about honoring the divine teacher inside of yourself. Bring back to that theme of confidence, knowing that all the answers, the entire truth, past, present, and future, access to a divine intelligence is within us, each of us. We were always and always are existing in perfect harmony with nature already. The proof is that we are here, breathing, embodied. There's no thing to fix, only to remember the truth. Every exhale, you can let yourself relax a little bit more into it. And I'm feeling this one, so I think we're gonna head right into chanting. I'm gonna bring the speaker closer. The mantra is Ekankara Satanama Siriwa Waheguru. Ekankara Satanama Siriwa stay in your wide-legged forward fold, or you can join me in sitting easy sit. I usually always go into singing at some point. Ekankara Satanama Siriwa Guru. Ekankara Satanama Siriwa Ekankara Satanama Siriwa Guru. 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 Ekankara Satanama Siriwa. So the beautiful thing about mantra is it is not about being a good singer, the best singer. It's about using our voice in a frequency of devotion, letting the devotion come out of us in some sort of way that's manifested through sound. It feels so good for me to chant every morning, so we'll keep going with a couple more poses. And hopefully you're feeling energized from that. You can keep chanting as we head into camel pose. Again, with the theme of confidence, this is a beautiful one to really feel into that heart-opening space. Bring your knees hip-width apart. Come to stand on your knees. Bring your hands to your low back. Take an inhale, lift the heart up. You can stay here or tuck the toes, grab onto the heels, or go even deeper, feet flat, grab onto the heels. One hand at a time. Press the hips forward. Shine the heart open. Smile. And hands to low back. Sit back on your heels. Palms up on your thighs. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. So we'll end with a little bit of pranayama. So this one's going to be a pranayama that I love to do every morning. It's kind of a pranayama vinyasa. So it's multiple pranayamas, breath linked into one thing. And my favorite part about it is that we do breath holds, which are called kumbhakas. And it's when you hold the breath in and you retain the breath for as long as you can. I like to set a timer and hold for 2 minutes. Sometimes try to go even longer than that. But what ends up happening when you retain and hold the breath in for long periods of time, or you hold the breath out for long periods of time, is that you're cutting off, kind of like a tonic effect, where you're squeezing and cutting off these energy channels inside the body, the Ida and the Pingala. So these run alongside the spinal column, and when we close those off and retain the breath, what ends up happening is the energy can't flow through those energy channels, and it's actually forced through a main channel in the center of the spine called the Sushumna. And because all the energy is forced to go through the Sushumna, it goes up our spine, up our skull, into our brain, and it actually pushes on the pineal gland. And inside the pineal gland are actually literal crystals. This is a new scientific discovery that scientists are learning, that there's actually microscopic crystals inside the pineal gland that, when compressed with breath retention, create a kind of like a psychedelic, euphoric experience, which we'll say is actually bringing us into the quantum field and opening up the third eye, which is usually calcified due to diet and all kinds of things. But when we do breath retention, we decalcify the pineal gland, we open up our third eye, and we're actually tapping into a lost sense, in a sorts, where we're more connected with supreme reality than our 3D reality. And this is how we can ascend from 3D consciousness to 5D consciousness, is by getting our third eye and our pineal gland to reactivate. So breath retentions. So this breathing exercise, how it goes is we do Bhastrika breath first, and that is forceful inhale, forceful exhale. It's called bellows breath, and it's kind of like Kapalabhati, except for you're just as forceful with the inhales and the exhales, and it kind of looks like this. So we do that really, really fast. Then we end that with a big inhale, and we retain the breath for as long as we can, maybe a minute, maybe 2 minutes, maybe not as long. And to end the retention, we do alternate nostril breathing. So we close off the right nostril, exhale on the left, inhale on the right, exhale on the left. So I'll guide you through this, and then we exhale all the way, hold all the breath out, and then we start the whole thing again. So it's kind of a series, and I go through all these breaths every morning, and I'll just be doing it with you and guiding you through it, and you can catch on as we go. Let's start from the top. Bhastrika. Inhale, hold. In and up, pull. And exhale, alternate nostril breathing. Exhale only on the left, close off the right nostril. Inhale right. Close off the right nostril. Exhale left, release the thumb. Inhale. Switch. Exhale. So just back and forth. Inhale. Close off the nostril, switch sides, exhale. Inhale, same side. switch, exhale. This time hold all the breath out, push all the air out. Pull the belly in and up. Holding all the breath out. Inhale. And Bhastrika. Inhale, hold. Alternate nostril breathing, exhale, left side. Inhale, left. Close the left, exhale, right. Inhale, right. Close the right, exhale, left. Inhale, left. Close, exhale. Keep it going, switch sides. Exhale all the breath out. Pull the belly in and up. All three bandhas. Hold. Inhale. Big breath out. So just let yourself sit here in meditative seat, or you can lie down and just feel the effects of that pranayama. I have goosebumps all over my body. That felt so good. Wherever you are, either sitting or laying, bring your awareness to your heart space. And see if you can envision inside yourself right now, that little boy or little girl version of you that's so proud to bring home their A+ paper or their artwork to hang on the fridge, to show your family and your friends. Maybe you can remember a moment where you just felt so proud of yourself in your youth, where you actually let yourself celebrate and be happy and joyful for how awesome you were. Maybe you did a happy dance, or you ran around the house, or you sang, or you received hugs from a lot of people. And I just want to acknowledge and bring awareness to anybody who is not able to connect with a memory like that. Maybe there's trauma in the childhood, and I want you to envision your small little boy or little girl self having that experience now, and give yourself that experience. What you would have wanted to happen, and what you deserve. That joy and that excitement, that celebration of you being amazing. And you show up for yourself now as the adult and give that little boy or that little girl a hug and hang their picture up on the fridge for them. It's always a really good process to reenact reparenting yourself. So kind of going back into a childhood memory as your adult self, and you being that parent for that small version of you who maybe didn't get that type of interaction, that you can give it to your inner child now. And that always makes me cry every time. So yourself just feel whatever's coming up for you. Reconnect with this confidence card. We'll go ahead and close. I'm going to ring this bell. You can stay in your Shavasana for as long as you'd like. And hold that gratitude for life, for your inner child, for the amazing parts of you that's worth celebrating. And bring that mantra that the teachers within you, divine intelligence, all the talent, all the gifts, all the wisdom, all the amazingness of creation, the same magic that's in the oceans and the mountains, the sky, the earth is inside of you and is what you are made of. Thank you so much for sharing a sacred morning with me. I hope that you'll join me again, and please stay tuned for more classes coming. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, you can do that. And there will be more classes, but we also have live classes, daily classes coming your way. If you want to learn more about that, you can head to pranashama.com. That's pranashama.com. Namaste.